Hi, we haven't had the opportunity to meet yet. I am Heather Veningay, and I am super excited that you are here with me today. If we have found each other, there's a few things I probably know about you. I bet that you are a professional person who has had a ton of success in the past, and you are at a point in your life where you are called to do something different and show up and serve in a different way and take your expertise and knowledge that you have built up through these years of success and go out and help people. And so you might want to be doing that through a coaching program or a consulting program. You might be sitting back and you're like, okay, I've been doing my research. I'm ready to move forward now. Like I'm ready to jump in. Or you might have already jumped in. You've tried to start your coaching or consulting program and you're just not getting the traction and the success that you're used to having in life. And if that is you and you are seeking probably freedom and you want to make the money that you're used to making and that you deserve, you are absolutely in the right place because I am going to tell you about the Expert Empire Mastery System. And it helps coaches and consultants build financial empires where they can help and serve people. And I'm excited today because it is absolutely amazing system that is having really, really good success. So in this system, we are going to talk about our vision, like how we show up and help people. We're going to talk about our ideal client, like how we find them, where we connect with them. That's super important. We don't want to waste time and money trying to serve people that just aren't for us or maybe are looking for the free thing. That's not who we are looking for. We're going to talk about an offer, how to build an offer so that when you get to that point, you are not using like slimy sales techniques or anything like that, like high pressure garbage. Not at all. That's not something you want to do or should have to do. You're going to have an offer that people are like, tell me what it is. Like, I'm ready. Tell me how you help people. We're going to have that kind of offer. And then, of course, in the end, I'm going to tell you how do you connect with these people? What you might think of it as marketing. How do you use marketing strategies or similar ways to find the ideal client and attract them into what you are doing so that you can show up and help them and get paid. So that is what we're absolutely going to go through today. Now, some of you coming in here today probably probably had a long career like I did in corporate America. I loved my job. Decades I was in corporate America, climbing that corporate ladder. I loved the stability of it. I loved the stock options, the pay of it. I loved what I did every day. I got to get really good at building business. I got good at acquiring businesses, just was learning all the time and growing and loved it. But there hit a point when it was too much. I was working too much. I wasn't well because of the amount I was working. I didn't have control over that. And the biggest thing, unfortunately, was the company lost their mission. They lost where they were headed. And we've seen that happen a lot lately this year. Now, I left corporate about 10 years ago, so it's been a while. But we've sure have some very good examples of when companies lose their mission, what happens. And that's what happened to the company I was working for. And so I knew I needed to make a change, and that might be you. Or you might have built really good businesses for yourself, maybe selling a product. You are good at building communities. You are good at leading people into also selling these products. And you've helped a lot of people out over the years. And you might even be top leadership of some of these big networks. And you maybe lost your product. The company might have went under and you're out of luck. That's awful. Or maybe you see the writing on the wall and you see how that kind of marketing and that business structure is not making it anymore. Some of the big guys are ending, the businesses are leaving, and people have built these networks and they don't have any product to sell within the network anymore, and it's crumbling out of their control. And that might be you, and you know you need to take your knowledge and skills that you've built and use them in a different way. And that might bring you here today. Or maybe you are in corporate America and you have shed blood, sweat, and tears for a business. You have done everything you possibly can for them. You have showed up and made them a lot of money and done a good job. And they said goodbye. They ended your contract and said, we don't need you anymore. Or maybe the company just went bankrupt. But whatever it was, you are stuck, unplanned and looking for something new. But I tell you, it's going to be a gift because you're going to love stepping into your own coaching empire where you don't have to worry about those things. You're in control. You build it the way you want to build it with the freedom that you want and deserve, and are able to just show up authentically as you and do what you want to do every single day. So if you relate to those things, let me share with you the key strategies to unlock success in building your own coaching empire. So first, let's talk about that vision. And when I first started coaching, about 5 years ago, I started coaching under another program. And since I broke off and done my own, which is super exciting. And as I work with clients during that initial phase, a lot of times they tell me, man, Heather, like you dialed me into my vision. Like I didn't know that that's what it was. Like I didn't understand that that's what it was. You told me what I needed to do. And that's a big deal. That's like a really big aha moment. And you might be struggling there. And what you need to know is most often your expertise and what you can share with other people comes so naturally to you, it just doesn't even feel like it would be it. Like you're like, you don't even think about it. You're like, really? That's it? Like that's what I'm going to help people with because you're so good at it. You don't even know that it's a skill to have and you think everybody can do it. Like it's just not that big of a deal. But it is. If you just do it naturally, you're in the flow, you're happy, that's what you want. You want something that you can do every single day, all day long, that's going to make you happy. And then you know that's it. So I was working through building my coaching program, and a coach I had at the time said, what would you do all day long if you could and make money at it and just love it? Like, what would that be? And I said, I'd write business plans. I'd help people write business plans because I love writing business plans. I had just gotten done helping a client write an amazing business plan. She had this huge vision that was all hers. And we put together a business plan for her to tap into even some grant money and to lay out everything she needed to be able to move forward with that business. And I'm like, I'd do that like all day long, every day, like, let's go. And my coach is like, do that, like, go do that. And so I started testing the water. And this was early in my coaching program. And now I have a whole so much more than that. Like, that's just one little part of people need that. But really, it's about launching businesses and really doing the work. But that was the hub of what started how would you help people. And so think about like how you would help people and what that would look like. And then the next question people ask me is like, well, how do you know if it's going to work? Well, we're not just going to guess. We're not just going to guess. We're not that kind of people. We want to know. We want to know it's going to work. And the way that we know that it's going to work is we're going to go research. We're going to go out onto that beautiful World Wide Web and we're going to start researching coaching programs. And if we want to help people with weight loss, we're going to research weight loss coaching programs. If we're going to help people eliminate a habit in their life, we're going to do that. If we're going to help them with some sort of business, we're going to look at that. And you're going to go out and you're going to gather information and put it into a spreadsheet of who the coach is, what they're charging, their ideal language, like what are they saying that's converting, and any other information that looks interesting to you. And we are going to flip how we think. So a lot of times people say like the market's saturated. Saturated, you don't want that. There's too many. And the fact of the matter is, if it's saturated or appears to be saturated, that's where we want to be. We want to be somewhere where money is flowing. Coaching is an ideal example. We're like at 4 billion now for coaching in the United States, 4 billion a year. And they expect it to grow to like 32 billion over the next several years. Like it's just growing. It's going to keep growing, not saturated. A lot of money flowing overall in coaching. That's exactly what we want to have happen. We want to be in an area that has action. So if you go out and you see Facebook ads for what you want to offer, that's a thumbs up sign. That's a good sign because that means people are paying good money to run Facebook ads to pull clients in the area that you can show up and serve. Now, we're going to take that information and we're not going to copy it. It's not what we're going to do. That's not who we are. We're going to model it. So we are going to take what we can learn from it, step back, and create something that's authentic to who we are and how we serve, but we're going to use that information to model. So you can see how that will create a vision that will be successful. The likelihood of us creating something brand new that nobody has ever done before is probably very, very, very slim. You're going to model something that's out there that's already successful and put your own spin on it and help the people that are drawn to you. So that's exciting, right? That's the vision. The next step is the ideal client. We need to get, I say radically empathetic about who they are and what they need. And so we know their language and how they talk. And if you already have a coaching program and you're like, I'm not getting my ideal client in, maybe clients are coming in and they get to the discovery call or the sales call, and it's at the end of that, and you're like, here's my offer. And they're like, oh, that's fabulous. It's exactly what I need. But I'm broke is no joke and I can't do it. Or maybe there's somebody that they just always go to the free calls trying to learn something and they never ever will step up and take action. You're an action taker. You need to attract other action takers. So if you're not if you're not attracting the right clients into your funnel, then it's the language. It's the language that you're using. And we need to dial back into exactly what our clients want and need and use the language that draws them in. And so we spend a lot of time making sure that our language is absolutely perfect for the people that we want to help, because that's going to attract them and it's going to make everything so much easier for us. And so we don't want to spend time with the non-ideal client. We don't want 100 sales calls. No. We want very few that have self-selected, that know exactly who they are, that they're ready to take action, they're ready to show up with the funds and pay you to help them make their miracle happen. And so that's exactly what we want to do. And so think about that with your language. If you're struggling, I can help you with that. That's probably what the problem is. And so we get our ideal clients, we get our ideal language, then we want the perfect offer. Now, we get to the end of the sales presentation or the master class or wherever we're presenting it, and we want the clients to say, like, tell me what it is. Like, I'm absolutely ready. Like, where do I sign up? And the cost is just secondhand, right? Like, they just have to kind of know to check the box. And so that's where we want to get. And we get there by high ticket. You might have heard a low ticket and you might have heard a high ticket. Low ticket might be a $40 membership. It might be click this box and get this workbook packet, even a couple hour class. Like that's low ticket. High ticket is when you can really dive in and help people. You can take all that knowledge and all that experience that you've built up over the years, and you can really pour into them and make their dreams come true. Whatever their goal is, you can make sure that they can accomplish that because you have time, because you are being paid the correct amount of money for your time, and it's high ticket. And so we don't want to be chasing a ton of people at $40 a month. We want high ticket where we can really make a big impact. And that's what we want our offers to be. We build our offers with clarity. We normally build our offers on a 4-pillar system. You're going to name that system. You know mine. It is the Expert Empire Mastery. That is my 4-pillar system. I use it over and over again to make sure people have success. You're going to do that for your program. Whatever steps it is to make them successful, your clients, you're going to build a program and you're going to do it over and over again. And it's going to be successful so that you know you can get the results that the clients want in that offer. So we're going to write a good, clear offer that speaks for itself. That when they get to the end, it's a no-brainer. Of course they want it because you've pulled in your ideal client and you've given them the perfect offer. And so that is what we do in offers. And so we'll think about that and think about how that all fits into what you do. And so once we have the vision and the ideal client and we know how we're going to show up and help people and what the offer looks like, then we tap into marketing. Where are we going to find these people? There's a lot of different ways to go about this. And I'm going to tell you about 3 kind of broad ways. And then there's 2 I'm going to recommend for you. The first one is connecting. I bet that you are a connector by nature. If you've been in the professional world for a long time, you probably have great work friends, a great network outside of work. you have built great relationships and you're very good at it. Let's tap into that. And so I'm not talking about that crazy thing they teach financial advisors where you make a list of your top 300 and you call them, beg them to work for you. No, or work with you. No, 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 no. That's not it. What I'm talking about is finding 10 people that you have synergy with that either maybe want what you offer, like you know somebody already, you're like, oh, they're awesome. I like them. This would be perfect for them. Like, let me help them. That might be it. It might be people that you know you could refer to and they could refer to you. So you're kind of building a team, right? A team that you're going to work with, a networking team of people that you can help and they can help you. And you're going to use that to grow your business. The next thing that we can do is we can go out in the internet, the World Wide Web, whatever you want to do, LinkedIn, Facebook, and connect. Connect with people, show up in places that they are on a regular basis and start finding your ideal client. Start finding the people that you can help and serve and that are looking for you and pull them in through attraction. Attraction is number 2. So we've got connection. We're going to tap into our amazing skills. And then we have attraction. We're going to attract people to us. And how we do that is provide meaningful content, provide information that is useful to them. Now, we aren't going to go overboard. We're not going to tell them absolutely everything. Like, they need to be with you through your coaching program to be successful. We know that. Just information is never the solution. They need support and help. But we are going to provide some content to people that resonates with them, that they can learn a little and be able to learn more about you and how you help and serve. And so we're going to attract people with information. It might be videos like this. It might be handouts, who knows, whatever you want to do. So we're going to be able to, it might be master classes. We're going to attract people that way. We're going to use the right language. Big deal. So we're going to use language that speaks to them and we're going to put it out there and it's going to draw people into us. It is absolutely that easy. It works great. I mentioned master classes a little bit. I want to dive into that more. That's a huge part of how I've built several businesses is speaking. And if you have been given the gift to speak, you should speak. And anybody in my coaching program that is somebody that likes to speak, they've got that gift. I make sure they understand how to roll out a masterclass that converts to clients, how you get the right people in there and how you use it to convert people into becoming clients with you. And it works really well. Masterclass might not be your thing. That's fine. I always say, like, if you're good at something and other people don't like to do it, like some people are scared to death to speak. If you're good at speaking, let's do that. If you're good at organizing, then let's do that. We will find skills that you're good at, and we're going to tap into those to build your business. Water flows downhill. Don't try to make it run uphill. I always say that. Don't make water run uphill. And what I mean is don't do something that's hard that you don't naturally like to do. We've done enough of that in our lifetime, and we're done. And we are with this coaching empire that you are going to build through the Expert Empire Mastery. You will build it in a way that suits you, that's authentic to you, so that it rolls out very easily and enjoyably. Now, the last method I need to mention, just because I haven't, might be on your mind, promotion. So we pay for things. We might pay for Facebook ads. Facebook ads are not what they used to be. The coaching program I originally taught in used about $20,000 for every masterclass. Sometimes they worked, the ads did, and sometimes they didn't. And that's a big gamble. And I don't think we need to do that. I think we need to bet on you. We need to bet on your skills to connect, bet on your skills to attract people, and use that. Now, if we get really solid at that and you're going gangbusters and your coaching empire is huge, then it's time to turn on other paid methods. Otherwise, in the beginning, let's just bet on you, bet on your skills, and use those to pull the right people in. So this has been my system. This is exactly what we work through consistently to have huge results. Hopefully this was helpful for you and that you learned a little bit. And hopefully you can see how this system would help you build your Expert Empire coaching program through this system. And so If you are interested in moving forward and you are ready to take action and you're used to having success and you're ready to keep having success, please click on the link below and you can go ahead and